Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are watching from. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Daily Diaries Friday. If you're new here, you can call me Mike. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a video. If you enjoy what you see, make sure you hit the like button, share it with your family and friends, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section because I love hearing from you. Stick around because today's video is going to be amazing. Let's dive right in. The decision for Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson to stay at their shared home, Royal Lodge, on the Windsor estate this Christmas was likely made easier by Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie's plans to spend the holiday with their respective in-laws. The York sisters, who have traditionally spent the majority of their Christmases at the Sandringham estate, are each choosing to celebrate the festive season with their husbands' families this year, a first since their marriages. While Andrew and Fergie were initially expected to join the royal family at Wood Farm on the Sandringham grounds, as they did in 2022, they have ultimately decided to bow out of the annual gathering amid the ongoing scandal surrounding the Duke of York's alleged connections to a suspected Chinese spy. According to reports, it was Ferguson herself who encouraged her ex-husband to forego the Sandringham celebrations, sacrificing her own invitation in the process. Despite the change in their holiday plans, the former couple remain united, with Ferguson recently expressing that she would do it all over again, 100% when it comes to marrying Andrew, calling him the best and a great man with a great heart. While the rest of the royal family gathers at Sandringham for their traditional Christmas celebrations, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, the parents of Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, will instead be spending the holiday at their shared home, Royal Lodge on the Windsor estate. This absence comes amidst the ongoing controversy surrounding Prince Andrew's alleged connections to a suspected Chinese spy, the latest in a series of scandals that have plagued the embattled Duke of York. Beatrice and Eugenie, however, will be celebrating Christmas with their respective in-laws, having received invitations some time ago. This marks the first time the York sisters have spent the holiday season away from the Sandringham estate since their own marriages. The decision for Andrew and Fergie to stay at Royal Lodge is said to have been made easier by their daughter's plans, with Ferguson reportedly encouraging Prince Andrew to bow out of the Sandringham festivities altogether. Despite the couple's absence from the royal gathering, Ferguson remained steadfast in her support for her former husband, declaring that she would do it all over again, 100% if given the chance to remarry the Duke of York. She fondly remembers their wedding day as the best day of her life and continues to view Andrew as the best, a great man with a great heart, and kind. The York sisters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, have long been fixtures at the royal family's traditional Christmas celebrations at Sandringham. However, this year will mark a significant change as both women have decided to spend the holiday season with their respective in-laws instead. Beatrice, who is currently pregnant with her second child, and her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi, have accepted an invitation to celebrate Christmas with his family. Similarly, Eugenie and her husband, Jack Brooksbank, have chosen to join his family for the festivities. This will be the first time Beatrice and Eugenie have spent the Christmas holiday away from the royal estate, a tradition they have upheld for the majority of their lives. While their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, will also be absent from the Sandringham celebrations this year, the York sisters' decision to celebrate with their in-laws represents an important milestone in their personal lives as they continue to forge their own paths within the royal family. Beatrice's family life has been a joyous one in recent years. She has been married to Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi since 2020, and the couple are now eagerly anticipating the arrival of their second child in early 2025. In addition to their growing family, Beatrice and Edoardo also share Sienna Elizabeth, their firstborn, as well as Christopher Wolfe, Edo's son from a previous relationship. Despite the absence of some family members at the traditional Sandringham Christmas celebrations this year, Beatrice and her loved ones are sure to make the most of the holiday season and cherish the time they can spend together. Eugenie married her longtime partner, Jack Brooksbank, in 2018, and the couple has since welcomed two sons into their family. Their firstborn, August, arrived in 2021, bringing immense joy to Eugenie and Jack. Just last year, they expanded their brood further with the birth of their second son, Ernest. As devoted parents, Eugenie and Jack have embraced the challenges and delights of raising their growing boys, cherishing every moment of this new chapter in their lives. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have spent the majority of their Christmases at the royal family's country estate in Sandringham. They have only missed one Christmas at the Norfolk residence in the past decade, during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, not attending this year's festivities, the York sisters are expected to continue the family tradition by celebrating the holiday with their respective in-laws. Though they will be away from Sandringham, Beatrice and Eugenie's Christmas celebrations will undoubtedly be filled with the warmth and cherished memories of Christmases past at the royal estate. Sarah Ferguson has always been resolute in her support for Prince Andrew, even in the face of relentless public scrutiny. When reports emerged that the Duke of York would not be attending the royal family's traditional Christmas celebration at Sandringham this year, Ferguson revealed that it was she who had encouraged Andrew to bow out, sacrificing her own invitation in the process. Despite the pair's highly publicized divorce in 1996, Ferguson remained steadfast in her affection for her former husband. In a recent interview with the Sunday Times, she declared that she would do it all over again, 100%, when it comes to marrying the Duke of York. Ferguson lauded Andrew as the best, a great man with a great heart and kind, recalling their wedding day as the best day of my life. Though she acknowledges the loss of her anonymity that came with marrying into the royal family, Ferguson maintains that love conquers all, and that their connection endures to this day. Her willingness to forego her own Sandringham invitation to support Andrew's absence demonstrates the depth of her loyalty and the unbreakable bond they still share. The latest scandal to hit Prince Andrew, the embattled Duke of York, involves his alleged connections to a suspected Chinese spy. This scandal is just the latest in a series of controversies that have plagued the former royal over the years. Andrew's alleged ties to the Chinese intelligence operative come at a particularly sensitive time, as the royal family grapples with the fallout from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's tell-all interviews and the ongoing debate over the monarchy's future. As a result, Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson have decided to forego the traditional royal Christmas celebrations at Sandringham this year, opting to spend the holiday at their shared home on the Windsor estate instead. The decision is seen as an effort to avoid further scrutiny and attention on the family during this turbulent period. Despite the scandal, Ferguson has remained steadfast in her support for her former husband, declaring that she would do it all over again in marrying him, showcasing the enduring bond between the two even after their divorce. The royal family's traditional Christmas celebrations at Sandringham are an annual gathering hosted by King Charles, the head of the family. This long-standing tradition brings together the various branches of the royal clan, allowing them to come together and celebrate the holiday season. Despite the occasional absences, the Sandringham Christmas has remained a cherished event, providing a chance for the royals to strengthen their familial bonds and uphold the traditions that have defined their celebrations for generations. Despite their parents' absence from the royal family's traditional Christmas celebrations at Sandringham this year, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie have decided to spend the holiday with their respective in-laws. The York sisters have been regular attendees at the Sandringham estate over the past decade, with the exception of 1 year during the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, however, they each have accepted invitations to celebrate Christmas with their husbands' families, marking the first time they will be spending the holiday away from the royal estate. While their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, have opted not to attend Sandringham amid the ongoing scandal surrounding the Duke of York, Beatrice and Eugenie have chosen to uphold the family's Christmas traditions by celebrating the season with their own growing families. Thanks for watching, Squaddies. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Your support means the world and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and stay awesome.